Everyone keeps telling you getting rich is complicated. T. Getting rich is brutally simple. What's actually rare is having the balls to hear the truth and still do something about it. Right. Now you've got two futures. One where you stay broke, comfortable, and quietly pissed off at the world. Or one where you finally break the matrix and build real wealth. In the next hour, I'm dropping the 5 brutal truths that separate the broke from the millionaires. Most people will hear this, feel the fire, then close the tab and go back to sleep. If you're the 1% who's actually ready to burn the boats and never look back, don't you dare skip a single second. Let's go. Point 1. Why you're still broke. The education system lied to you. 12 years of school. Thousands of hours. They taught you Pythagoras, the mitochondria, and how to ask for a bathroom pass. But they never taught you how money actually works. That wasn't an accident. That was on purpose. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes and I'll show you exactly why you were trained to stay poor. Most people think school failed them. No. School succeeded. And exactly what it was designed to do. Create obedient, predictable workers who never question the game. Let that sink in. The system doesn't want 8 billion entrepreneurs. It wants employees who show up on time, follow instructions, and stay in debt so they never leave. You were never educated. You were domesticated. They gave you just enough knowledge to operate the machine, but never enough to own the machine. That's why 99% of millionaires are first-generation rich. They didn't follow the curriculum. They rejected it. Here's what they actually teach you in school. Broken down. Memorize facts gives so you're good at trivia, not thinking. Raise your hand to speak gives so you wait for permission your entire life. Get good grades gives so you become addicted to external validation instead of real results. Specialize early gives so you become a highly paid cog, not the guy who owns the factory. Meanwhile, zero classes on. How to read a balance sheet, how to sell anything to anyone, how to structure a deal, how taxes actually work. Spoiler, the rich don't pay them the way you do. How to turn an idea into cash flow, and people still wonder why they're broke at 35 with a master's degree and $87,000 in student loans. The truth is brutal. Your degree is a receipt for time you'll never get back. The rich don't get paid for what they know. They get paid for what they own and what they control. School trained you to trade hours for dollars. Wealthy train themselves to make dollars trade hours for them. 2. Guy start at 22. Guy A follows the script. Top of his class, great job at Google, $180,000 salary. Guy B drops out or barely graduates. Starts a pressure washing business, learns sales, reinvests every dollar. Fast forward 10 years. Guy A has a $900,000 mortgage, a Tesla lease, and golden handcuffs. Guy B owns 7 trucks, a fleet manager, and makes money while he sleeps. Same intelligence, same city, same starting point, totally different rules. That's the red pill most people can't swallow. The game was never about working harder. It was about playing a completely different game. So if you're sitting there with a degree collecting dust and a bank account that makes you want to cry, good. That pain is your wake-up call. The moment you realize the system was designed to keep you broke is the moment you're finally free to get rich. Burn the old script. From today forward, your real education begins outside the classroom. And it starts with one rule the rich live by. That school will never teach you. Your time is the worst currency on earth. Stop selling it. Start owning things that make money without you. That's point 1. If this already hurt, perfect. The next 4 are gonna hurt even more. But pain is the price of freedom. Point 2. Stop trading time for money. That's how you stay poor forever. Your job is not an asset. It's the slowest, Most expensive way to get rich ever invented. If every dollar you make still requires you to wake up, show up, and clock in, you don't have income, you have a high-paying prison sentence. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes and I'll show you exactly how the rich escape the time for money trap while everyone else is still begging for a raise. There's one lie that keeps more people broke than anything else. Work hard, get promoted, save 10%, retire at 65. That's not a plan. That's a slow death. The middle class worships the paycheck. The wealthy worship ownership. Here's the brutal math nobody wants to face. If your income stops the moment you stop working, you're not building wealth. You're renting your lifestyle one paycheck at a time. Job is linear. 1 hour equals $X. You run out of hours. You run out of money. That's why doctors and lawyers can still go broke the second they get sick or burned out. Ownership is exponential. You build it once, it pays forever. One rental property, one online product, one piece of content that goes viral. It keeps printing money. While you're on a beach or asleep. Look at the difference. Employee mindset. How much do I get paid per hour? Owner mindset. How do I create something that pays me 24/7 whether I work or not? That single shift is worth more than any Ivy League degree. The rich don't get raises. They get returns. Examples in real life. A corporate VP making $400,000 a year still has to ask for PTO. A 27-year-old with a dropshipping store or a YouTube channel can make $400K a month and never set an alarm clock. Same 24 hours in a day. Totally different game. So why do most people stay stuck in the job trap? 3 reasons. They're addicted to the sure thing. A paycheck feels safe until the layoffs hit. They're terrified of looking stupid. Starting a business means risking public failure. They believe the lie that it takes money to make money. Truth, it takes balls to make money. The money shows up after you move. Here's the escape plan the rich actually use. Step 1. Keep your job for now. It's your war chest. Step 2. Use every extra hour to build a money machine on the side. Step 3. When the machine makes more than the job, fire your boss. That's exactly how Amazon, Apple, and Google started. Side hustles that outgrew the day job. You don't need permission. You don't need a perfect idea. Just need to start owning instead of renting your income. One funnel, one course, one service business, one viral TikTok Reels account. Pick one vehicle and go all in. Because here's the truth that will piss you off. Every hour you spend climbing someone else's ladder is an hour you didn't spend building your own empire. The clock is ticking. Your time is running out. And nobody's coming to save you from the 9-to-5 graveyard. So ask yourself right now, are you going to keep selling the only non-renewable resource you have, your time? Or are you finally going to start buying it back? Point 2 is simple. Stop trading hours for dollars. Start building assets that pay you to own them. If you felt that one in your chest, good. We're just getting warmed up. Point 3. Leverage or die broke. Why working harder will never make you rich. You've been lied to your whole life. Hard work does not make you rich. Leverage does. If every dollar you earn still depends on you personally showing up, you're not building wealth. You're running on a treadmill with extra steps. Next 10 minutes I'm exposing the 4 types of leverage the rich use to turn 1 hour into 10,000 hours of pay, while the rest stay slaves to the clock. There are exactly 4 ways real money is made in 2025. Other people's time, labor leverage. Other people's money, capital leverage. Code and media, things that work while you sleep. Distribution and platforms, borrowed attention. If you're not using at least 2 of these right now, you're choosing to stay broke. Let's break them down with cold numbers so even your ego can't argue. Number 1. Other people's time. You with a lawnmower equals $50 hour max. You with 10 crews and a call center equals $50,000 month while you're at the gym. Same you. Different leverage. Number 2. Other people's money. $100,000 cash buys one rental house gives $1,200 per month cash flow. $100,000 down payment plus bank loans buys 10 houses gives $12,000 per month cash flow. The bank takes the risk, you take the profit. That's capital leverage. #3 Code and Media 1 Fitness Coach Films. 30 videos gives uploads, once gives still gets paid. 5 years later from old views. One software founder writes code once gives sells it forever. 0 additional hours. Infinite additional dollars. #4 distribution. Platforms you. Posting on your 327 follower Instagram equals 0 sales. You paying $10,000 to collab with a creator who has 3 million followers equals $200,000 in a weekend. You didn't get smarter. You just borrowed someone else's audience. The rich stack all 4 like Lego pieces. The middle class uses 0 and calls it hustle. Real example that will piss you off. 2 dudes start e-commerce stores in 2022. Guy A. I'm bootstrapping. Doing everything myself, no ads, organic only. Works 90 hours a week. Makes $8,000 profit month after 2 years. Hates his life. Guy B. Spends his first $20,000 on TikTok ads. Hires 2 VAs in the Philippines for $1,500 month. Outsources fulfillment. Works 15 hours a week. Hits $80,000 profit month in 14 months. Travels the world. Same product. Same market. Same 24 hours in a day. 1 used leverage. 1 used pride. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. Doing it all yourself isn't noble. It's the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Every hour you spend on $10 tasks is an hour you didn't spend on $10,000 decisions. The rich are ruthless about this. They hire before they can afford it. They borrow when rates are low and assets are cheap. They launch ugly, fast, and fix later. They pay for eyeballs instead of praying for them. Your ego will scream, "But I can do it better myself." Cool, stay small and right. Or swallow the pill and ask every day, how do I turn my 1 hour into 100 hours of output? That single question is worth more than a Harvard MBA. Point 3. One sentence that will haunt you. The rich don't outwork you. They out-leverage you while drinking margaritas. If this one just made you angry at how much time you've wasted, good. Use that anger. Point 4. The darkest truth. When you start winning, they will try to destroy you. The second your bank account starts going up, your friends list starts going down. Family will call you greedy. Old classmates will say you changed. People who never built *T will have 47 opinions about how you made your money. Next 10 minutes I am showing you exactly why success has enemies and how the rich stay rich by treating betrayal like oxygen. Always there, never trusted. Full. Point 4 script. USS audience, slow build, then explosive. Here's the part nobody talks about on the highlight reels. Making money is hard. Keeping it and keeping your sanity is war. The moment you break out of the crab bucket, the crabs grab harder. Machiavelli said it 500 years ago. It is better to be feared than loved. If you cannot be both, the modern version, when you get rich, people will either want to be you or destroy you. Most choose destroy. Real examples you've seen. The guy who goes from broke to $100,000 month. Gives his boys start asking for loans that never come back. The girl who builds $1 million brand gives her own sister leaks her course for free out of jealousy. The entrepreneur who buys his mom a house gives. Half the family now thinks he owes them a paycheck for life. This isn't random. It's human nature on steroids. Success exposes who was only around for the struggle. W.I-Fee. The rich know this. So they move different. They build in silence until it's undeniable. They never explain the price they paid. Nobody wants to hear it anyway. They upgrade their circle before they upgrade their car. They use contracts, LLCs, trusts, and prenups like armor. They accept that real loyalty is rare and treat it like gold when they find it. Most people do the opposite. Post every win on Instagram gives instant target on their back. Lend money to family with a handshake gives goodbye money. Tell broke friends their exact strategies gives. Get copied and sabotaged, flex new toys to people who secretly hate them gives. Invite thieves and tax audits. The brutal rule the wealthy live by. Your network is your net worth until it becomes your biggest liability. Protect the fortress before you have anything worth stealing. Real story, names changed. Facts not. Kid I know hits $1.2 million. Net worth at 28. Tells his childhood best friend. The business model. Friend starts the exact same business. Undercuts him. And brags about it on IG stories. Same kid gave that friend $15,000 to help him out. 2 years earlier. Never saw a dime back. That betrayal hurt for about 48 hours. Then he leveled up. New circle. Offshore entities, NDAs. 2, lawyer on retainer. Now at $8 million. And untouchable. That's the game. Here's the cold checklist every future millionaire needs. Never take financial advice from broke people. Never discuss exact numbers with anyone who doesn't pay taxes on them. Never commingle money with emotions. Never apologize for winning. Never forget who ignored you at $0. And the hardest one. When someone shows you they're okay watching you lose, believe them the first time. Point 4 in one sentence that will save you millions. The higher you climb, the more you'll be forced to choose between money and relationships. The rich choose money and build new relationships that respect the mission. If this one feels cold, good. Cold keeps you alive when the knives come out. Point 5, the final level. Money doesn't change you. It reveals who you already were. You think getting rich will fix you. It won't. Money is a mirror, not medicine. If you're insecure, lazy, or reckless at $500 in your account, you'll be insecure, lazy, and reckless at $50 million. Next 10 minutes. I'm giving you the final brutal truth the rich never say out loud. Most people who finally make it lose it all in under 3 years. Not because of bad investments, but because they were never ready to carry the weight. This is where 90% of new money crashes and burns. You've seen it. Lotto winners broke in 18 months. Rappers bankrupt after $100 deals. Influencers who had 2020 on lock now selling courses on how to blow up from their mom's basement. The money didn't destroy them. The money just turned the volume up on who they already were. Wealth has 3 stages. Getting it, what we've been talking about. Keeping it, becoming the person who deserves it. Most never reach stage 3. They get the Lambo before they get the discipline. They get the followers before they get the character. And gravity does the rest. Here are the 5 silent killers that wipe out new money faster than the IRS. Identity debt. You still see yourself as the broke kid gives, so you spend to prove you're not that person anymore. Rolexes, bottles, private jets on lease. You're not celebrating wins. You're running from old pain. Lifestyle creep on steroids. $5,000 month. Lifestyle becomes $50,000. Gives $500,000. Gives $2 million burn rate. The second the revenue dips, you're underwater and too proud to downsize. No fortress, no asset protection, no tax strategy, no prenup, no estate plan. One lawsuit, one divorce, one bad partnership gives everything gone. Parasites, old friends, new managers, girlfriends with business ideas. You feel guilty saying no because I finally made it. They drain you until you're the ATM that ran out of cash. The void you chased money to fill a hole. Money fills the bank, not the hole. So you chase harder, drugs, ego, drama. Next thing you know, you're in rehab or on a yacht crying because you still hate yourself. The rich who stay rich do the opposite. They upgrade their mind before their zip code. They buy assets first. Toys last if ever. They build walls, legal, emotional, relational, while everyone else is popping bottles. They treat every dollar like a soldier that has to come back with prisoners. They know real wealth isn't the money. It's the control and peace that come with it. One sentence that separates old money from new money clowns. Poor people flex to impress people they don't like. Wealthy people stay low-key because peace is the ultimate luxury. Final checklist before you ever let yourself enjoy the money. Can you sit in a quiet room alone with zero urge to post about it? Do you have 12 to 24 months of expenses and assets that don't rely on your active involvement? Is your circle smaller now than when you were broke? Do you have lawyers, CPAs, and structures in place most people can't pronounce? Can you walk away from everything tomorrow and still sleep like a baby? If the answer isn't yes to all five, you're not rich yet. You're just pre-bankrupt with good lighting. This is the endgame Machiavelli never wrote about. True power isn't having $100 million. It's becoming the version of you who can have $100 million and still be calm, dangerous, and untouchable. Most will hear this, nod, and go buy another chain to feel something. The 1% will pause the video, look in the mirror, and start the real work. Point 5 in one line. Money reveals. It never heals. If this one cut deeper than all the others. Congratulations. Just graduated. The script is over. The excuses are dead. The rest is on you. Close this tab and go build something that scares you. Or stay exactly where you are. Your move. CLO you just sat through an hour of truth. Most people run from. Right now you feel the fire. Or you feel the fear. Either way, the clock started the second this video ended. In 30 days, you'll either be able to say, I took the first real step, and nothing's been the same since. Or you'll be exactly where you are now. Scrolling, wishing, waiting. No one's coming to save you. This was the last red pill you'll ever need. Close this tab. Open your notes. Write the one move you're making today. Then go do it before the comfort creeps back in. The game is brutal, but it's also simple. Play or get played. I'll see the winners on the other side. Now go.